Good morning. It's time for Precision Talk. I'm Marketing Manager Frank Olmstead with HTS Ag. And joining us this morning, Technology Advisor Jay Robinson. Good morning, Jay.
Good morning, Frank. How are you today?
Fantastic. How's it going?
Not bad, not bad. It's finally, I think we're done with seventh winter and we're heading on to summer now.
Yeah. Or
So
the first of fall summer.
true. Hey, that's a better way to put it because you just never know. We got
Absolutely.
a
So,
good stretch of
what
days and it'll change.
we were talking about, Jay, the big news from Ag Leader last week was the zero, which is the cornhead row guidance.
Yes,
And a lot of great response from that so far. But some of the questions that we've had would be, uh, how do I what corn head do I need?
sure. And that's the beauty of the product. If you have a corn head that has a sensor on it now, and there's the main three, which is the Ricart sensors, the TrueSense, and then you also have the Precision. We can tap into any one of those. It just depends on which cable to use because they have a little bit different connections. But essentially, I think this has really been taken off because a lot of guys already have the majority of the components. So if you've got the Z2 steering, which is the new gray metal box, and if you've got the In Command Go is the monitor that's going to run this. And this is like, I think the third instance of products they're coming out with. The Right Path needs the Go. The Zero is going to need the Go. So a lot of these things are going to be moving into that realm. But if you've got that monitor and the steering, it's a simple module and a cable to hook up to that sensor, and you're rocking and rolling. So it is a very simple install. And because it's for harvest, now is a good time to kind of start planning to maybe if you wanted to upgrade that monitor. That way you're not, putting the screws to you and having to make a choice real quick and something you
Yeah,
can work into. But it does require that monitor. But man, it's going to be a simple, quick way to do it. And if you don't have a sensor, though, we can also help on that area as well.
absolutely. Because we are a Ricart dealer, so
Yes,
we can outfit you with what you need in that aspect as well. And
absolutely.
then, Jay, a lot of guys, if they don't have the planter buried in the back of the shed, now would be a good time to start considering some seed command upgrades.
Yes, and the planting is pretty much done. Unless you got a little bit of a replant going on, but if it's not all the way tucked back and buried and all done with it, now's a great time to be able to reminisce, if you will, or reflect on what did you fight this year? What wasn't working right? Did you have a few rows that were acting up constantly? Were bushings worn out? So this is a good time to actually go through the planter and look at it and say, this is what I need to make sure I'm paying attention to next year. And doing that and realizing what maybe didn't quite work out this year is a good way to gauge what system might help you for the next season. Something simple as just shutoffs. If you didn't have any clutches, I know that is one immediate way to get some return by not overplanting. If you've got some shutoffs already, but you're looking for the turn compensation to give that extra added bushel per acre, we've got the sure drives that electric drives we can throw on there that will really make your spacing and singulation very consistent. But again, it's 3 bushels per acre on turn compensation because if you think about boating and tubing, the outside swinging faster than the inside, and so your spacing starts to get a little bit different or wider on the outside, narrow. So a lot of different things that we can do to help boost those bushels per acre and increase that ROI.
Absolutely. And as you watch your crop emerge, maybe it's not even. So a sure force could be a thing that you're going to need to look at.
And anybody that's ever planted knows the importance of even emergence, and that's exactly what that Sureforce does. And I've had there's two different camps. One they'll say shutoffs is one of the bigger things to have because you're not overspending on seed that you don't need to be planting. But there's another bigger camp that says the downforce systems might be the first thing that they would add if they could go back and do it again because you are getting every seed in the exact same depth in that soil, whether it's going over a normal track. You harvest, you got a grain cart that runs the same, across the field as you go, and it compacts a lot. And actually, if you get done planting a field with Sureforce and you look at the map from a top-down view, you can see driveways, you can see patterns that a grain cart would have taken or tracked or where you parked your trucks or whatever it was because the downforce pushes down further on those, but our system actually lifts it back up too. So if you get into some soft dirt, you're not going to just be grinding that in too deep. So it will literally, pivot back and forth just to make sure that everything is the same. So it makes a massive difference when it comes up in the ground and everything is the exact same height. So we also know that increases yield as well. So there's a lot of different ways to skin a cat, but each one of the systems is going to be helpful. It's just kind of a matter of what fits your operation.
Absolutely. And if you're thinking about getting something and you're like, I don't know about money on hand sort of situation, Ag Leader's extending their finance offer
Yes.
right now. So 199% financing, or they have a same as cash option as well. So you can look at either one of those. I think they may have another option in there as well. But that could be an option that really alleviates. And
Right.
it has to be a certain total amount. So maybe to get over that amount, you also throw in the zero, and then you're
Sure.
set for planting and
Absolutely.
harvest.
Absolutely. And a great point too. And they keep on they've extended it a couple times. I don't know if they're going to extend it past the June. So we're kind of lucky because it was actually supposed to end tomorrow. And they gave us another month on it because it's been a very popular, 199 financing. And the way it works, you have that first payment at purchase, but then you get a whole year until that second payment's due. So if you're looking at a planting system like that, you could actually save some seed, and see some ROI before you got to make the third payment anyway. So that's where you like to see some of that return before you're even finished paying the thing off. It makes it a lot easier to do. And that's also a great way to upgrade that monitor. If that's something you don't, because it is a big chunk and it's not fun, but the monitor is great. It allows so many more things than just being able to add these newer systems coming up. It helps keep you running in the field. If you have a question, I can see what you're doing. So makes it a lot easier to get that stuff done as well. So that all encompassing is that 199 financing is very popular. We've got it available. We'd love to see what you're looking for and then see if that would fit and how we can help out on that realm.
Absolutely. And then another big thing, just coming in today on freight is we're now a Lymow dealer.
Yes.
So that's kind of a big deal. And of course, Lymow is a robotic, automated, I'll say,
Yes,
lawnmower.
absolutely. It's fully autonomous. It's basically a drone with tracks. And we're going to be a dealer for them. We have the shipment coming in, and we are going to be setting those up. So if you're interested, give us a call. Obviously, we'll get down to the nitty gritty, what it's doing, how it's working. We've been messing with one for, I would say, 4 months now, maybe.
We ran it through the snow, so
literally putting it through the ringer. It's got a 45-degree grade, so it can go up. Adam's had it going up a terrace. It's mowed in the snow. I think one of the best features of it, because I'm always leery about the quality of the cut. We've seen some of these come out before. They got razor discs and it's okay. But these actually have spinning blades like your other mower does. I've seen it take out some small trees that Adam had it go over. So long and short of it, it's a robust, great item that you can put out in your yard. You set up a dock, an antenna. It's RTK, so it's sub-inch accuracy. And you drive it around the perimeter of where you want it to mow, and everything is off your app. You can just go mow, and it'll do it until it needs to charge. It'll dock itself, come back, pick up where it left off. It can mow at night. Adam and I were on the phone, and it was 6 feet away from him, and you could barely tell. And it's a lot of fun. Obviously, I nerd out about that kind of stuff, but essentially, it's something that is going to keep you doing whatever you want to do and not have to stop for the yard, because it can mow every other day if you wanted it to. So we have those available. We are going to be offering setup as well. So if you wanted to get a mower, but you're like, I don't know how to use it, we are going to be able to come out, unbox it, get it set up, get the dock going, your antenna going, good signals, help you do the perimeter, and make sure you're comfortable before we leave. So we're going to be able to offer that setup as well.
Absolutely. So for more information on Zero, Ag Leader Seed Command, the financing, or the all-new Lymow that we got here at the office in Neola, give us a call at 712-744-4468. You can find us on the web at htsag.com, or you can follow us on Facebook, X, LinkedIn, Instagram, YouTube, all at HTS Ag. Thanks, Jay.
Thanks, Frank.